Hi, I'm Ioseph Antonivs, and I'm going to talk about chromatic scales. Chromatic scales are are not scales because if they are chromatic, it isn't a scale because a scale is a structure, and chromatic is just ascending step by step in a guitar, half step, fret by fret by fret, like filling a bottle of water, but with the division chromatic. So, what is the importance of chromatic scales? How can you use it? Uh, there are there are lots of ways to use chromatic scales, but I just give you an example for practice. If you are improvising in pentatonic minor, for instance, you just add chromatic sounds. First tonic to the second minor, for instance, and you just ascend step by step. And in this process, you connect the two important notes of the minor third interval. Uh, you can do this kind of connection, this kind of phrase, but chromatic can be used uh, only by its inner characteristics, because you may create sounds just chromatic, and it is possible to compose music with chromatic sounds, because there are sounds that are glissandos, not perfect glissandos in a guitar, because but with the bottleneck you may create glissandos, and with music concrete music concrete, you can also create these glissandos in the synthesizers with the ribbon and the analogic synthesizers, and also with your voice and with the violin, and in concrete music you can for instance create this sound with the magnetic tape that is rolling at a certain speed, and then you reduce the speed until it stops, and the pitch raises. Of course, you may take this piece of sound and duplicate or create other sounds that have all this kind of chromatic. It is not chromatic; it is glissandi. But with a guitar, you may do it. Record one track, record another track with another extension of chromatic, and then you compose a concrete sound, because scales, even chromatic, are abstract, because they are not natural, because we have a well tempered uh, organization of sounds, but in nature we have these glissandos. Sorry, I had to introduce the password. So these glissandos, they you can hear it in water when you fill a bottle, for instance, with water. And birds that sing, nightingales, for instance, they have lovely textures of glissandi, and this is natural, and it is music because it has a certain beauty. They are beauty. They are, we're talking about beautiful sounds, and these beautiful sounds are natural and are chromatic in a way. So you may use it as you wish. You are playing a pentatonic minor, but you may use glissando, chromatic. If it sounds great, okay, that's okay. So for now, it's all I have to do about chromatic scales. Thank you. Don't forget to comment and to like and subscribe, please. I will I will make more videos about chromatic scales and chromatic composition and the introduction of chromatic sounds, because chromatic may be a whole, uh, uh, a, a, a group of chromatic sounds as a whole. 3, 4, 11, hundreds of chromatic divisions. Uh, in this case, it's not chromatic; it's another thing. But you may divide the glissando. Okay, thank you very much.